Steelers favored by 3 here against the Packers. Of course, the Steelers trying to keep pace in the loaded AFC North. Over under 39 via DraftKings. What are we looking for here in this game? I think over-unders. I think there's only 2 games over 42 this year or something this week.
That's not great.
No. I mean, I like defense.
You like defense?
Yeah.
Do you, though?
Sometimes. I like good defense, not bad offense.
Good defense, not bad offense.
Potential, just going to throw this out there, potential George Pickens squeaky wheel game.
You think they're just going to feed George Pickens?
Yes. I saw our friend Brett Coleman had one of his he had his picks out there. Had some same game parlay out there, and he needed one of those. It was like one of those gimme parlays that you get from companies. Mm-hmm. And all he needed for George Pickens was over a half yard receiving. And he didn't get it.
Yeah,
he had -1.
I thought, didn't we talk about that extent? Oh, no, that was with Trevor. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You weren't on that show because you're only a part-time podcast.
Yeah, I was working that day on Friday.
Yeah.
My bad. Well, more people are watching us now than we're watching the Friday recap show.
That's
there.
true.
So some people didn't hear that story. It's kind of like when they say what they say in radio, Sam. In radio, you have a new audience every 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Every 7 minutes. Which is why if you listen to the same radio show for 3 straight hours, they're going to say the same stuff at the top of every hour and repeat themselves because it's a whole new audience. We're live on YouTube. We might have people coming and going. And I know certainly there's different people that will listen last Friday versus this Thursday. So it's okay to repeat yourself. And I'm going to stop apologizing for repeating myself because I do it a lot.
That's fine.
All right, carry on. What are you looking for in this game?
Okay, so you got an interesting schematic matchup where Pittsburgh just doesn't target the middle of the field for whatever reason. I think Green Bay's strengths are on the perimeter at corner rather than in the middle of the field. So that becomes kind of fascinating. The other thing is, does anybody even need to watch this game before, the fourth quarter?
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett and Jordan Love's first half, second half splits are insane.
Oh, I like that. That's good. I might black it out. I'll black it out for the first 3 quarters and then tune in.
Okay, so in the fourth quarter this season, Kenny Pickett has a grade of 81.8 and Jordan Love is at 63 points. So his 67.3 rather. So his good must come in the third quarter. It does.
I posted it after the Thursday night game, but over the last 2 years, since Kenny Pickett has entered the league, in games within 7 points in the fourth quarter, the highest graded QBs in the NFL, Tom Brady from last year, Kenny Pickett, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, so first half grades for these two are basically the same. Kenny Pickett has a 55.7 PFF grade, passing grade in the first half, and Jordan Love is at 53.2. And then Jordan Love seems to come alive in the third quarter, and then Kenny Pickett saves it till the fourth quarter and becomes Tom Brady. So this game essentially, don't watch the first half. Tune in in the third quarter to see Jordan Love and the Packers pull ahead, right, and establish what looks like an unassailable 10-point lead. And then the fourth quarter will be Kenny Pickett coming back and pulling another ridiculous win out of the bag when the Steelers are outgained and outperformed by he'll get a touchdown in the final seconds to pull it out. So there we go. That's the game. That's how it's going to go. What's the line? Pittsburgh by 3. So they will end up being.
They'll win by 4.
Yeah, the Kenny Pickett will cover with the final couple of plays of the game with a winning touchdown.
I'm putting it in. Pittsburgh. Cut that audio, and we'll just play that Monday morning.
That's going to be
the recap.
That's going to be the Baker Mayfield thing. Remember when It was
Baker. Yeah, you predicted Baker off the bench.
Predicted Baker off the bench,
and
we predicted Nick Mullins tearing up the Raiders.
You did.
Yeah.
We had a stretch of really predicting those Thursday night games back in 2018 at a very high level. I assume on that Friday show you talked about all the crazy Steelers stats coming into the season in the recap show.
Yeah, yes.
It's the opposite. The tungsten arm, O'Hallahan or whatever, tungsten arm joke. You know the joke about Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, that famous tweet that was going live?
No.
So it's something like every...
I do at least know who both those people are, though.
Okay. So somebody tweeted a while back, it's like everything I see about the Angels is Shohei Ohtani just did... Mike Trout goes 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, and Shohei Ohtani just did something that's never been done since old Tungsten Arm or something back in 1920, and the Angels lose 5-3, right? Because the Angels have two of the best players of all time on their team,
right?
And they keep losing. And I just made the point that the Steelers are the opposite of that tweet, which is they just set this record for being outgained in every single game, and they still have a winning record. Everything that the Steelers do makes no sense.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they're winning. That's the Steelers.
Yeah, like every stat you see for the Steelers is like a record for futility, particularly in offense, and yet they win the game at the end of it.
They are undefeated when Matt Canada is at field level, though. 1-0.
1-0.
And I assume he'll be back at field level.
Well, you can't go back now. I mean, you have to keep him at field level. Not that, I mean, it's just...
Couple matchups to watch in this game, though. Squeaky wheel George Pickens.
Okay.
Him against Jerry Alexander anytime they're matched up. Last week we talked about Carrington Valentine, the 7th-round rookie, had a really nice game.
Great game.
Zach Tom, the right tackle for the Packers against T.J. Watt, is a nice little matchup.
Yikes.
And then Rashawn Gary, anytime he's rushing the passer, both sides against the Steelers' offensive line, both tackles, all three tackles, having some issues as far as pass protection goes. Broderick Jones got the start last week at right tackle. He'd done pretty well for 3 quarters. He was the opposite of Pickens. Finally started losing some reps in the 4th quarter, but they didn't really matter because Pickett got rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
Matchups to watch there.
Mm-hmm.
So are you taking Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
because you've just described.
Yes, I've illustrated how they are going to win by 4 points and cover in the final moments of the game.
Perfect. All right, let's go Cleveland Brown. I'm also taking Pittsburgh.
Dontavian Wicks, by the way, for the Packers, receiver, is sort of becoming a bigger part of that offense. And okay, he had the cartoon Looney Tunes fumble last week where he literally threw the ball at the corner from the floor. That wasn't great. Outside of that, though,
that wasn't great.
He caught 4 targets, 4 catches. Each one of them, I think, moved the chains. Like, he's actually becoming a significant part of this offense, and is like a player worth watching. Like, assuming he doesn't throw the ball to the defense again, he's a useful player that they can target.
Caught my eye when we were watching them in person in training camp.
Oh yeah,
Wicks. Yeah.